there, so in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about some suggestions and tips for dealing with insomnia. Now, I wish that I could say that I'm proof that these all, or some of them, necessarily work, but I still deal with pretty intense insomnia myself, which has been like outright crippling at sometimes, and continues to be a difficult thing for me. Sort of waxing and waning. Sometimes I get good sleep, and sometimes I go for days with hardly any sleep. So it's definitely a frustrating experience. I know the feeling if you are having some difficulties with sleeping as well. So this is sort of a combination of some things that you can ingest and then some things that you can do. So one, and then I'll just kind of throw these out there, and you can look around online, and there's lots of information on all these on the internet. One is magnesium. So look into the possibility of taking some magnesium tablets. Another is rose hips, and I've never really come across elsewhere anyone suggesting, and pardon the train noise there, suggesting that rose hips were good for insomnia, but I found it to be quite helpful. I get a mixture, it's vitamin C with rose hips added, and the problem is that if I take too much, then it starts to give me a headache. So I don't take it very often, but that's another thing to look into, is like a vitamin C tablet with rose hips added. Also, there is a baking soda solution, and again, this is a good one to look around online and just plug in baking soda for insomnia. And what it's supposed to do is clean the pineal gland. So you could look up baking soda pineal gland insomnia, something like that, and so that is supposed to clean out the pineal gland and as such help with sleeping. So that's and this is all about, I'm not gonna you could go to your doctor and get some kind of a pill that will force you to go to sleep, and if you want to try that, and if you find that works, then go right ahead. But personally, I don't care for these things that mess with my system in such a way as to try to force me to go to sleep. So those are just a few completely natural things that you can look for. Now, another is meditation. To meditate right before going to sleep. Just sit on the bed in typical cross-legged pose, and oftentimes you're feeling tired but not feeling sleepy, which is kind of an important distinction. And so you lay down and you just lay there, and I know the experience of laying there for hours and nothing happens, and trying to go to sleep when you're not actually feeling sleepy usually doesn't work. But I find if you do some meditation before going to sleep, then it's kind of a transition zone between your waking active life and then going to sleep, rather than just suddenly hopping into bed and expecting to go to sleep. Sit in meditation, and it can be sort of a transition of relaxation into going to sleep. And so you might find that sleepy feelings come over you, and then you feel compelled to lay down. You start to get tired, not just in your body but mentally as well, and it might help with the transition process into sleep. Another is doing yoga, just because yoga gets you more into your body, and it gets your energy moving. You might not necessarily want to do this right before trying to go to sleep, but yoga in general is just good for overall health, just a overall holistic positive thing for you, and it can help you just be more in touch with your body and get more into the natural rhythms. Another that I highly recommend is acupuncture. I was doing acupuncture a couple of years ago, and I wish that I still had access to it, but I happened to find somewhere that had affordable acupuncture, and I was doing that I guess once a week or something. And for one thing, I just really enjoyed it because it put me in a very deep meditative state, but I also found that it was very effective in helping my sleep. And the last little thing that I'll recommend is do some push-ups right before going to sleep. Actually, I'll recommend two things. So do some push-ups just to sort of tire you out. And then it gets your breath going, and I find that it just kind of relaxes my whole body, even though it's strenuous, just to do 20-30 push-ups, and then I'll feel more relaxed. And then along with that is another exercise. It's the same idea, and I'll just illustrate it. It's simply to tense up the entire body, so standing with the fist clench at the side, and then just tense up the whole body, the face, neck, everything. Close the eyes, and hold it for as long as you can, and then release. And then do it again, and do it maybe 3 times, or as many times as you like. And this will just, the act of tensing the body helps to, ironically, relax the body. And afterwards you'll feel more relaxed, and so that might help you get a little bit better sleep. So I hope that those were, give them all a try and see what might help, and I hope that some of them do. Thanks for watching. Take care.